They call him Lucky Hans. He was always a real Hans Steam. He was born with a talent for racing. He should have really been a baker's boy, but it was clear that it was to be petrol and oil rather than sugar and flour. With a T-shirt and no belt, racing was dangerous in the 50s and 60s, and you had to have some kind of luck. Of course, I'm really satisfied when you look at these numbers with an 8 and a 0. The fact is, I'm still healthy, and there's still many years to go. His debut was at the legendary Mille Miglia in Italy with Porsche in 1953. A huge crowd at the start, Porsche were the underdogs, and also had a youngster on the starting grid. His debut was even more spectacular. Hans Herrmann and his co-driver Herbert Linger rushed through a closed barrier. Talk about a foolhardy action. I hit the co-driver on his head so he knew what to deal with, and then shortly before the second barrier, he went into a ducking position. There we were though, and the train was only 5 meters away, so that means we were only a fraction of a second away. A little bit later, and we would have hit. That was an amazing piece of luck. I had luck through all my races, and through the whole of my life. Herrmann's nickname, Lucky Hans, often does him justice. Rejoicing with his colleagues at the sport car blacksmiths in Zuffenhausen, they could celebrate their Mille Miglia class win. It goes further on to Panamericana. Herrmann had what it took. After almost 3,200 kilometers, he brought home third place and made Porsche famous in the USA. Then Alfred Neubauer, the Mercedes race leader, became aware of him and brought him over to the King's class, Formula One. In France, at his first Formula One race, he achieved the quickest round, something that up till now nobody has been able to copy. Speedy Hans, even now a very welcome guest at motorsports events. But then hardly anyone can steer his old Silver Arrow. But perhaps Lewis Hamilton. I explained to him then how the gear change worked with the unsynchronized gearbox, and it was really quite clear to me that Lewis wouldn't grasp it straight away. How wrong I was. The lad just climbed in and had the thing immediately under control. 300 horsepower without clutch restraint is hard work to say the least, and sometimes it can go wrong. Lucky Hans, there were moments that without luck it would have been over. In 1955, a race ended full force into a Monaco-style harbour wall. Thank God for only a few broken bones and a hospital. Then Berlin in 1959, a nightmare brake failure. Herrmann's car rolled, and he only broke his little finger. Hard to imagine with this flight through the air. I've seen the heavens, seen the car, seen people in the streets as they pass by, and you think, of all things here in Berlin, where I really like to be, where everything is great, nice girls and everything else that belongs to it. Here is where I'll die. Those were my thoughts. All's well that ends well. With a win at Le Mans in 1970, he achieved his crowning glory in his motorsport career and announced his retirement while he was on the podium, a promise he kept to his wife. Despite this, racing cars are still his passion and will remain so for a long time to come. Best wishes, Hans Herrmann.